Is there a more popular WWE superstar in the modern era than John Cena? He carried WWE on his shoulders for 10 years, and even 8 years after he stopped being a full-time superstar, his merchandise is often among the top 5 to 10 best sellers, and announcements of his appearances directly impact ticket sales and even television viewership. But wait, wasn't he once the most polarizing superstar in all of wrestling? Where did all the Cena sucks to counter Let's Go Cena disappear? What exactly changed for the former franchise player of WWE, and why is it that wrestling fans love him so much today? We previously put out a video on why fans started booing John Cena back in 2005, and if you don't want to go back and watch the whole thing, the crux of it is this. He quickly became overexposed after winning the WWE Championship, and a smaller but vocal part of the audience didn't like the fact that legends like Chris Jericho and Kurt Angle were being used to elevate him. Add the coming of the PG era and the transition into less violent and adult content, Cena became the poster boy for WWE, the superhero who can never fail but was too good to have any flaws as a character, making him rather unrelatable and arguably even stale. The LOL Cena wins memes emerged from the superhero booking that often saw him use a limited moveset to always overcome the odds, even at the expense of younger superstars who could have had their moment. Wade Barrett in 2010 and Bray Wyatt in 2014 being two of many such examples. But here's the thing, despite all of what we mentioned, this didn't stop him from becoming one of, if not the highest merchandise seller in WWE history. It didn't stop the actual target audience for PG WWE from gravitating towards him and idolizing him. But the real shift in attitude towards John Cena began in 2015 when he first took a step away from the main event scene before going into a part-time role at WWE to try his luck with Hollywood. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that applied to John Cena too. So what was the sequence of events that led to the tide fully turning in his favor, making John Cena go from the most polarizing star to the most beloved one? At WrestleMania 31, John Cena won the United States Championship from Rusev. While some weren't happy about him costing another up-and-coming star, that quickly changed over the next few months when Cena held a weekly US title open challenge facing many up-and-coming as well as established stars like Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Neville, Big E, Rusev, and also being the platform for the likes of Kevin Owens to make a debut. Although this phase lasted on and off for just 6 months, it felt like a golden period in Cena's career. Sure, he was winning all the time, but he still managed to do it in a way where he elevated other superstars in the process. And even though it ended in underwhelming fashion to the returning Alberto Del Rio, it's still fondly remembered 8 years later. Quite a few other superstars tried to replicate it, but none were able to succeed the way he did. Now let's get into the part-time Cena phase. It's hard to believe that it's been nearly a decade since he stopped being a full-timer, but it really helped give some perspective into how good he truly is. It's important to understand the context of the time. In late 2015 and early 2016, Roman Reigns was being pushed as the successor to John Cena, which wasn't the problem itself. It was how WWE was going about it. They wanted Roman to literally become the next John Cena, including the use of corny dialogues that Roman simply couldn't pull off. It doesn't even take hindsight to see that this was never going to work. Even back then, fans were begging for a Roman Reigns heel turn to help unlock his potential, but WWE, or more specifically, Vince McMahon, insisted on turning Reigns into Cena 2.0. It gave fans the chance to realize that unlike Roman Reigns, who was destined to get that spot, Cena actually earned it. He was even nearly fired in 2002 until Stephanie McMahon saved his career when she heard him freestyle, turning him into the Doctor of Thugonomics. During the dreaded Big Dog era, Cena was sporadically returning and having incredible classics with the likes of AJ Styles, then making people realize that he wasn't actually limited in the ring. He simply chose a safer style to sustain himself for a longer period. A smart strategy that has allowed even veterans like The Miz to perform to this day. And we haven't even gotten into the Make-A-Wish part. On July 19th in 2022, the Guinness Book of World Records confirmed that John Cena broke the all-time record for number of wishes granted, a whopping 650 since 2002. It's a testament to just how big of a positive impact John Cena has had for that many children to request meeting him, but try to imagine the mental strength it takes to regularly meet with children who won't get to live out their lives the way people normally do. And if you do the math, 650 wishes in 20 years, it works out to almost 33 wishes a year and almost 3 wishes a month on average. It takes more than just an extraordinary human being to do that, and when you look at it from that perspective, it's hard to not have immense respect for John Cena. That probably eclipses a lot of what he's done in his WWE career, but make no mistake about it, to carry the company on his back for a full decade is something that neither Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, or even The Rock could do. Despite his ever-decreasing number of matches every year, the reactions he gets have been louder each time he comes out in front of the WWE Universe. While The Rock may have tried to distance himself from his wrestling roots for a while in his early Hollywood days, Cena has always embraced it and credited WWE for giving him the platform he has today. You could argue that there's a lot of revisionist history here when it comes to the dark days of Cena with the superhero character, overexposure, alleged burial of other superstars, and more, but what you can't deny is the positive impact he has had on so many lives. Whether you're seeing him getting praise for his roles in Hollywood or flying out to meet a die-hard Ukrainian fan fleeing from war, it's clear as day that Cena is fully aware of what he has and never takes it for granted even a single day. When people call John Cena the greatest of all time, it's for a lot more than just his wrestling ability. Whether he truly is WWE's last mainstream megastar is yet to be seen, but if he is, there's nobody more deserving of the fame, fortune, and accolades that he has. What do you think of John Cena's legacy in the wrestling business? Let us know in the comments section below, and be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.